Extra, extra, read all about it. I gotta have my pen. You know that I gotta have my pen because I always mark down our timestamps. Okay, so yes, I am a few minutes late. I apologize. It's actually a really good apology, by the way. Just need to calm myself down for a second. That's what I need. Whoever just joined, welcome. So this is the Born Without Boundaries full moon in Capricorn predictions. Once again, it's another eclipse. So there's that sense of, it's interesting because the moon and the sun are in opposition right now too. It's interesting. So what does that mean? It's almost like your ego and your id are in opposition, or your like what really matters to you versus what you feel should matter to you is in opposition, or even sometimes it can result in a compromised sense of self. This moon in Capricorn can make us want or need to rely on, hold on, let me see if I can, it's a little bit, I don't know, guys, I don't know. This moon in Capricorn can make us want to, hey, thanks for joining. This moon in Capricorn, it's bad, right? I think it's because, it's different on YouTube. Like the focus of the camera is always different no matter what it is. I just can't get it right. This moon in Capricorn can make us really very, very, very judgmental or self-judgmental, or needing or thinking we need to rely on, hardcore evidence and facts and stick to the rules. And there is this sense of feeling like the universe is judging us. I'm going to read you a little excerpt from this book that I always read from, and I want to share it with you because I think it will give us an interesting perspective, and then I'll add my perspectives. Okay, the full moon in Capricorn delivers the second lunar eclipse in a row, and highlights themes of perseverance, accountability, and commitment. Capricorn is aligned with the archetype of the elder and represents our psychic ancestral bones, as well as the stories and DNA that are passed down to us. The stories and the DNA that are passed down to us. It is a good time to work with an ancestral magic and traditional folk magic. Capricorn is the crone, the wise woman, the mentor. Capricorn medicine does not skip steps. It requires putting in the time and does not view shortcuts favorably. This full moon will show us in no uncertain terms where we have been coasting or living in denial. It will shine a light on where we need to step up to the plate and commit to the long view. So, Hecate, goddess of the crossroads, lift your torch and light the path so that I may understand the patterns of the past in order to make the wisest choices for my next chapter. Now, the trick here is to not let those patterns of the past and not let focusing on them and learning from them mean you stay stuck in them. Okay? So your whole focus should always be the future. It should not be the past. There is nothing left in the past except perhaps lessons of how to make your future brighter and to walk into the future more stronger. Okay? But there's really nothing else to learn from. There's nothing else to do with the past because the past is done and gone. So our future does have to be focused. It has to be focused. Our focus has to be on the future, but of maintaining our steps. And I think, like I was saying, there will come some emotional security in being pedantic about our steps right now, in really feeling each step that we take and assuring ourselves that we're doing the best. Because, and I brought this down, because we can be extremely self-critical when the moon is in Capricorn, simply because the moon in Capricorn is emotionally demanding. It requires our emotions now become dependent on doing things right, doing things correctly, or at least how we perceive they should be done correctly. And, that can distract us from our happiness and our happy state. So let me read to you a little bit more notes that I've taken about a moon in Capricorn, especially a full moon in Capricorn, which is really, the epitome of the energy of this Capricornian energy, this emotional Capricornian energy. And especially if you are a moon sign, a Cancerian, or a water sign, it will impact you. The moon impacts you. So, not necessarily, actually, that's not true, because the moon is in detriment in Scorpio. Aware of need for structure, planning ahead, desire for success, key motivation, resourceful, no waste, very serious, even depressing energy, but it can also be productive. Long-term activities that yield slow but steady results. And if you watch the daily, you would see that there was that slow and steady adherence to detail that came out with Virgo and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Slow but steady results, practical undertakings, career issues, making a business plan, practical investments. So the really good adjectives would be determined, responsible, disciplined, patient, and committed. That's how emotionally it would impact us. And then the bad ones could be rigid, pessimistic, opinionated, materialistic, and over exacting. Most especially because it's opposing our sun, opposing the sun. The sun is in Cancer, the moon is in Capricorn. Tell me that's not a fucked twist of fate, because the sun is in Cancer right now, but Cancer is ruled by the moon, but the moon is in Cancer's opposite sign, which is the 10th house, Capricorn, which is the house of, your business success, your what you do in the world, what you build in the world, what you build in your career, externally in the 3D world, whereas Cancer rules the 4th house, which is what you build at home and the feeling of family, and building people up. So, and whereas Capricorn energy, lots of times is objectifying people to use them as tools, to get things done. It's all about getting things done. So there's this opposition, there's this push against each other, especially since Saturn is back in Capricorn, which is giving it a more powerful sense of itself and its own self-righteousness and adherence to, it's got to be by the rules. Now, we've gotten a few really good reminders lately that the rules don't always work. And the rules sometimes have to be changed. And the rules themselves have been put on trial lately. And I think that will continue as we continue into the age of Aquarius. And when Saturn makes its way into Aquarius long term, later on this year in December. And we did spend some time in Aquarius, whereas, it was a mess. It was us judging each other, criticizing each other, being uber critical of our society, but it was also probably needed to happen, right? Because Saturn is that ruler of karma. So let's investigate and see what is not working, and let's be uber critical of those community and social structures that we've put into place. So more of that next year. Now Saturn is back in Capricorn for most of the rest of this year, and I just feel like it's determined and exacting, and that could help stabilize us a little bit. But I think emotionally, especially if you are a very sensitive, empathic person, there is a sense of being very critical with yourself, of being very of never being able to meet your own standards. And there's a little bit of maybe just maybe you'll feel worse about yourself than you should. And you can trust that, I think, compliments, hopefully not criticisms, will come from outside of yourself. So the challenge will be to believe it. Believe the love instead of the self-doubt or criticism. We're going to get into the readings. This is how it works. I take down all my notes. I'll basically take down the timestamps so that I can write them as soon as I finish. What I'm doing is something a little bit different right now, okay? Okay, I always have our energy. I did not have the time because I got stuck in traffic. I did not have the time to pre-shuffle the cards, though I have been meditating. And I did cleanse the space. So we always start with the Moonology cards to see what kind of energy is coming toward the 12 zodiac signs. But then what I'll also do is I will also get into, if you are dealing with somebody, this could be what they are going through. As well, for cross watchers, these will be time stamped. So these will be time stamped so you can always go back and look for the signs that are impacting you outside of your sun, your rising, and your moon sign. Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and Libra. Okay. All right. We're ready, y'all. You ready to get into it? I just want to get all the cards sort of sorted because unfortunately, like I said, I did not have the time to do it before. I'm going to use the Fairy Oracle deck to get a little bit more personal. Give me a little bit more insight into maybe who you're dealing with. I'm going to use the Beyond Lenormand to give us some insights into their spiritual context right now. And then last but not least, the Wisdom of the Golden Path, which if any of you used to watch my romantic tarot when I used to do it, gives you sort of insights into their personalities, their charms, maybe even their appearances. So let's do this. Everybody's in for the long haul, right? Because these can be long, long readings. I mean, this, okay. We're going to start with Scorpio. Let's get into it at 12:30. Scorpio, this is your energy in and around and influenced by this full moon in Capricorn that's coming up on July 5th. Full moon in Capricorn that's coming up on July 5th. Scorpio, believe in the impossible. Okay, I mean, this is optimism. And every time I see this card, I ask you, what do you see happening? Do you see the bubble bursting or do you see it rising? Rising as if from the bottom of a soda, bubbling up or coming down to burst. Remember, just because the bubble is bursting, it could be releasing blessings. But see how you see it, and it'll give you a little bit of your perspective and your mindset. This is a sense of, yeah, believe in the impossible. Not necessarily that the impossible is going to happen today, right now. When is it happening for me? But believe in it, to remind you to believe in it, to know that your challenges may be in believing in things that are not that practical. But it doesn't matter. What matters is that you believe, because there is strength in the belief itself. This is also a sense of what you had accepted as impossible is now manifesting as possible. So you may get signs and synchronicities that bring up some stuff that you had emotionally forced down and given up on, Scorpio. Yes, so that it can come back to you and make you believe again, because now it's ready to manifest. And then we have, I'm not taking 3 of those, so I'm not taking 3 of those. Let's see which one pops out. There you go. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? And that is what that Capricorn full moon will really be pressing hard into you. What is not aligned in your life? I think you're going to start coming back into alignment. That's what this energy means together. This sense of something had fractured your ability to believe that something better could happen in your life. And that fractured sense of mentality has been what you've been living in, maybe hurting, filled with pain, or also just filled with pessimism, criticism, all of those things, whether it's self-criticism. and probably most strongly self-criticism, but also then criticism of the external world, not trusting, not bonding, not wanting to connect. This is a sense of how can you connect if you're not whole yourself? So there is this sense of the impossible becoming the possible, and all of those fragments, Humpty Dumpty, is being put back together again. A sense of restorative balance and internally, emotionally coming back to you. Ooh. Scorpio. Scorpio. Transformation. Whoa. I kind of got the shivers when I saw this. So this is, your soul is transforming. In fact, you're transforming to a more true version of who you are, who you've always been, or who you were meant to be. But who you were meant to be is the spirit that you were born with. And in our lives, we get further and further away because of disappointments and ways that we've been hurt. We get further and further away from the belief, or that belief in that person that lives inside of us. And this is that sense of healing, so we can get back to that wholeness, that person that we truly are inside. That sense of coming back together to be born or reborn again. This is a beautiful, you think of the scorpionic energy and the death card. So this is a wonderful reminder of what happens in the cocoon, right? You do break down, you break apart, you shatter. And if any sign knows this, it's Scorpio. To fall apart and die 1,000 deaths, to suffer in order to learn and be reborn. The problem that a lot of Scorpios have is they forget how to be reborn. They forget how to go let themselves move on to that next step and heal, so that they can transform and live a happy life. Just because you're born a Scorpio doesn't mean you have to always be miserable. That is not true. In fact, that is absolutely incorrect. In fact, you're, I think, obligated as a Scorpio to find ways back to the light, so that basically you can know them and build the path for others. That's sort of how you, what your life purpose is, to figure out how to put those pieces back together, and how to not give up hope when you're shattered and in pieces. This is that sense of being able to believe in your inner light and your divine purpose again, and get back on that path to becoming not just the old you that's whole, but the new you, because you've broken down for a reason. And that reason is to become somebody new and somebody better. And that's what we're prepping for now. Let's see who is really impacting your life. Scorpio. Aries. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, some sort of fiery, feisty person with a lot of desire and a lot of progress. Their eyes are set on the future, and I think their eyes are set on a future with you. There is a sense of, if this isn't an Aries, this is somebody who is successful, who moves forward, who makes progress, who gets things done, and who doesn't have a lot of self-doubt to get in their way. They have been inspired. This can also mean that you are now inspired, that you now have the flame deep down inside of you to push forward, or it was this person themselves that helps to inspire you every single day. Interesting. Lots of passion here. Lots of passion. So this is, yes, oh, this is nice energy. So this is when you get yourself into a lot of hardships and struggles, and a lot of fucking up. Somebody fucked up. This could be this person has fucked up, and now they're sort of working their way out of it. Or you've been having struggle or hardship with them, and now they're working their way out of it. This sense of helping somebody out of their own way because they've been lost or confused or just really put upon, and maybe that has made them feel antsy or made you think of leaving them. There is a sense of helping them get their pieces back together again, rescuing them from their own form of self-destruction, which is basically to not look at things close enough, to not look at things, to be so future focused that maybe you don't focus enough on what the hell you're doing to get there. You know what I'm saying? Root chakra, ground and center. That's beautiful energy. That is that Kundalini energy. So Scorpio, this is a sense of deep down inside, this is a person who really turns your gut, really gets your gut on fire. A lot of sensuality, a lot of sexuality. They light your soul on fire. They light your genitals on fire. There's a sense of being extremely attracted to this person. Now, there also is a sense of maybe this is too much root chakra and you've gotten yourself into a situation that you can't get out of because they've made a decision that they're going to have you no matter what. And you don't necessarily know how to say no to this. You know that line from Hamilton? But that could be in certain situations. But I'm getting, most of you, whoever you're dealing with is somebody that needs to get grounded and centered again because they're starting to be their own worst enemy, trying to push through things too quickly, thinking the future is the answer, when really the answer is right here and right now. And what do we have to do? We have to get back to our truth. We have to get grounded, and we have to reassociate with all of those. It's not about looking back. It's about acknowledging, holy shit, we've tied ourselves in knots. We can't move forward. It'll be like trying to do the three-legged race when you were in middle school, right? In elementary school, right? There's a sense of we can't move forward when we're tied up in knots. We've got to get grounded and really suss this shit out. We've got to acknowledge that there's a little bit of poison here. There's not all good stuff going on here. So what is the poison that we have to get out? We have to purge it. We can't let it come out on its own. We've got to control this burn. Because this is a person who is fiery and feisty and likes to just let everything burn. And there is a sense of, no, that's bullshit. You've tied yourself in knots. How about you first undo the knots, and then you'll have more control over what you can do with yourself and how you can handle your circumstances. That's this energy. This is really interesting. So there is this sense of wanting to be of assistance. There is also a sense of having divided yourself many different ways. Maybe this person was the person who helped you get your shit together, and so now you all you want is to be you can't help but want them to get their, like, stand by their side as well. But this is also a sense of maybe, just maybe, being focused on this other person's needs is what's fracturing you. And you've forgotten about who you are and your life purpose because they've basically wrapped you up in their flame and you just let it consume you. And I'm telling you right now, with this Capricornian energy on point, there is that sense of, if you've had any addictions or you made any decisions based on fear or addiction or the easy way, the instantaneous gratification, that you're the one that's going to get burned. But maybe sometimes that's what we need to get burned, to like wake up to the flame and realize what we've been putting ourselves through over and over and over again. So Scorpio, this is really a time of comeuppance, of reality may bite. And this is also a question of, are you going to sit there with a victim mentality and say, of course, reality always bites. That's the only thing that ever happens to me. Or are you going to realize, shit, it bit me because, hello, I walked right into this flame. Now let me figure out how to not do that shit again. So those are the questions and discussions you're going to have to be asking yourself and realizing regarding this relationship that you're in. Okay, moving on. Sagittarius, we have 2344. Sagittarius, let's see where you at, yo. Sagittarius. I can't even see any chats, so I don't know where you guys are at. Sagittarius. This new moon, full moon in Capricorn. All right. Oh my God, this is so cool. How beautiful. A new start is coming. And flat out, you just got a new moon. No specific sign, no specific energy. Really just a new start and a new beginning to freshen you up and release all that old. It means that you've already released the old. It means that you're already moving toward your new life. You've taken the next step. And I'm telling you, when you take the steps towards something new, newness keeps on finding you. Thank you so much, bongos and lemon heads. I appreciate your contribution. Thank you. So this is that beautiful energy of you're getting your new start, Sagittarius. You've started something new, whether it was a new job, a new place to live, a new project, a new relationship. You are ready for newness, and newness is coming through. Your mindset is really on the new now, not the old. You're looking forward, and you know what? That's your favorite direction to look. There's a reason why you're represented by the arrow. It's because that's the way you're always moving. You're always moving forward. And you like this feeling. You like this energy. So here we have the Great Gathering, which is you basically and share your voice. This is a sense of you. No, I'm going to do this. The Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits and soul tribe. You are getting back to your stronger sense of self, personality, hanging out with people, making being social a priority right now, make being social a priority right now. That's what I would say, because this is when you start coming together with your soul tribe and finding the people who are really like you, not just the people who were handed to you, but the people who are really like you. When you start to chase your dreams and you start to follow your internal intuitions, you find other people who are like you. And this is that beautiful part of actually feeling home. A Sagittarius, their sense of home is a little bit different than other people's, but it is a place sort of inside their own passions where they feel completely fulfilled and successful and interested and inspired all the time. That's sort of what Sagittarian home is, to feel constant inspiration, feel constantly interested. That's where they're going to feel most at home. So this is a sense of you have taken those steps into the right direction, and this beautiful new start is coming, and it's coming with the right people around you and surrounding you. Ooh, I love this. So when it comes to the Capricorn full moon, make sure you start putting those things, those long-term plans into place that will continue to align you with your soul tribe. Are you breaking out into nature, man? Grounding. This is that energy, that Capricornian energy of get back to nature, get back to earth. With you, it's more a sense of something actually palpable. Less like it's something palpable, tangible, like actually connecting with the earth in order to become spiritual. This is you, man. It's you getting back to earth. It's you getting back to travel. It's you putting your feet on the ground and walking forward again. So this is real movement for you. It's not just about spiritual movement, but it will spiritualize you. It will make you feel more at home, at peace. It will get you back to a fuller sense of who you are and a sense of your purpose here on this globe. I really feel like there's travel for you. I feel like there's just a sense of finding where you really belong, whether that be on the road or with somebody. There's a sense of finding the people that you're actually meant to be with in this lifetime. Let's get into the fairy deck and see who you're dealing with. If you're dealing with somebody. This is the person. Oh, showing up in your best affair. Also somebody who basically, this is you leveling up. So this is a person, if this is a person, this is somebody who makes you the best of yourself. Somebody who makes you want to be better or strive for more. And it's not about pretentiousness. It's not about even material gain. It's about they make you want to be the best person. They make you want to be a better man. You know that line from, what is it? As Good as It Gets? They make you want to be a better man. That's what this is. They make you want to be the best of yourself. This is, hey, can you do better? Then do better. Don't do less, do better. Do more. They keep pushing you forward. They keep you striving. This is a really beautiful energy for you to be around because it actually inspires you to be the best version of yourself. Now, let's learn a little bit more about this person. Trust. There's somebody who helped you heal. Now this could be maybe a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Of course, they could also be, this is air sign too. This is somebody who connected you to a deeper form of spirituality to help you heal. There's somebody who you had a hard time trusting, and they're the ones that opened you up. There is a sense of somebody is there for me. Somebody wants to protect me. In a time when I was distressed and feeling alone, somebody helped me feel connected. This person helped you feel connected, and you trust them completely. This is a sense of somebody, when you feel like raveled up, like tied up, they'll make your life better. They come in like a ray of sunshine and help you out and help you remember what you're capable of, and also they help you get your shit together. I think that's what I'm basically trying to say. This is a sense of somebody who you just trust completely. It's almost like they make you feel home and comforted and connected to a sense of spirituality, connected to something outside of yourself. And lots of times that helps, especially couples, a lot, to remember that when it's you and them, it's also we. It's also us. So there's something bigger than the both of you, especially, when there's like the both of you together is bigger than two of you individually. This is a really beautiful energy because it's so healing. It's like reminding somebody just when they need to know that there is somebody there for them, and that I know it could be a little bit scary, or maybe times were tough and tumultuous. But I really feel like this is somebody who helped you heal, helped you feel again, helped you open up in a way that nobody else could reach you. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, 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 Sagittarius. So 2 cards popped out. This is water, and I got that sense. So this is healing, emotion, connection, remembering. Also, anything that you lived through in the past, healing and regenerating, and being just there to like let it go, let it flow, and your cup filling up again. And then air. What did I say? That's weird, dude. Because what did I say? That this person is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or could be an air sign. And then both of these came out. So it's water and air. So there's a sense of flow. Flow and let go. It's going from memory and what you had, that state of looking in the past or living in the past, to a state of being free and being liberated and being connected to spirit again. I honestly feel like this is somebody who helped you to restore yourself and liberate yourself back to being that happy, jovial person that you were really always meant to be. Air and water have an interesting connection, even though they seem like they have none at all. My son taught me something about the air, and that is, he's like, Mom, the air is just a thinner version of the water. He said it has currents and it changes and shifts, and the way that you navigate it the way that you navigate it in a plane is very similar to the way that boats navigate the ocean. He said it's not a coincidence. He said the air, the atmosphere, is just another layer of the ocean. And I was like, wow, that's really fucking interesting. So it's like just a lighter version of that place of origin. So it is a more freer, liberated, but also truer version of yourself. And this person, maybe this person who's coming toward you, or I heard the birds, or this person who is now in your life actually helped you bring you back to a purer version of yourself. So in this Capricornian energy, there's just this sense of stay future focused, and stay in your vibe, and plant, maybe it says grounding. So actually plant your feet on the earth to help keep you rooted so you don't fly away. But I don't think you're really going to have a problem with it, to be honest with you, because your future looks really bright. All right, Sagittarius, let's go to Capricorn now. Capricorn, we're at 34. Okay, Capricorn. How you guys doing out there? Just checking. Take time to breathe out. Oh, I love this. Capricorn, you're all in a muddle right now. You're all in a bundle because things are changing. Now, I have to say this to you. I don't think that things are changing for the worse. I think they're changing for the better. But it's interesting because you react to change the same way. Even if good shit that you've dreamed of for a million years is coming to you, you still react to change as change and change as a negative thing. It's almost like, like a shock. And it can be very difficult for you to handle change, even if it's good stuff. And what's sad is this is how you self-sabotage. This is how you send the stuff that you've been praying for years away. So this is a reminder. During this full moon, what you really need to let go of is your breath. Breathe out. Just like Sagittariuses need to ground a little bit, you need to get fresh air in your lungs. You need to remember that everything really is working in your favor and things are going good. And all you need to do is fucking breathe. Capricorn, exhale. And even like Johnny Tremaine, if you read that book when you were in grade school, that sense of count to 10 before you say anything. Because there is this sense of you would want to pop off and make some stupid decisions just because you're defensive and you want to feel strong. So before you say anything, before you do anything, take a second to exhale, inhale, and count to 10 so that you're back. Oh, happy birthday, Doug Denny. So that you're back to calm, making decisions and making statements from a calm place, a place of serenity instead of alarm. Yeah. I guess that's a good word. How to find a word. You want to be sure that you are speaking from the heart. You want to be sure that you're speaking from a place of serenity instead of defensiveness. Starseed. What lights you up? Oh, Capricorn, what makes you happy, man? What is it that you really love? You could see Saturn in the back. Shit. What is it that makes you really fucking happy? What is it? You really have to trust in it. You really have to rely on your sensitivities, not just your sensibilities, okay? This sense of, are you really happy when you feel like this? Are you really happy when you get in this conundrum and get stuck? Are you really happy right now when you're thinking the worst case scenario? You have happiness sitting right in front of you, Capricorn. Please let yourself enjoy it. This is your time. This is your moment. Haven't you worked for this? Haven't you? Haven't you worked to manifest this? So why aren't you embracing it? It doesn't always have to be hard work. Sometimes the best thing that you can do is allow yourself to enjoy the hard work that you've done. Which can be for you guys the hardest work of all. I mean, I don't know, 1001. This is killing me that this card comes out. Let go. How much do you want to say? This is also triumph and victory, like the Ace of Swords. This is cut it out of your life. But what it's saying is cut your expectations out of your life. Cut your fears out of your life. That's why the Capricorn energy is the devil in the tarot deck. Fear. Sticking to tradition, holding so tight to that structure that you don't realize the structure is coming down on top of you. Let go. Cut the ties. Liberate yourself. You are this close to victory. Will you claim it or will you run away from it? That decision is yours. But the moon, the energy, this is yours. It's a full moon. It's a full moon in Capricorn. This is your time to let go of your traditions, of what you've established, of the rules, of those things that you have gotten to feel safe in. You've got to let them go, because in working for a new way of life, you have to own that new way of life. If you're clinging to the old, there's no room for the new. And your new life costs you your old one. Remember that if you're not willing to let go of the old one, then there's no room for the new one. So let go is your path to victory. That's what it is. Let go. And what you're letting go of is not the new opportunities, it's the fears of the new opportunities. Who could you be dealing with? Oh, this is cute energy. I don't know, maybe you're dealing with friends, somebody who is like a friend, somebody who you like to share secrets with, somebody who's easy to talk to, somebody who you really need to open up and share things with. So this is trust them enough to open up and share, trust them enough to be giddy around, to be silly around, to be adventurous around. This is like two kids. It's almost like you're two kids. You're getting a chance to be a child. And like we read from the book, like I read, remember, you represent the elder and the crone. So there is this matured energy about you always, but no, this is the opportunity for you to release that and be a kid, to finally be able to let yourself be jovial and like those bubbles bubbling up inside of you, let it fizz in your nose. Be silly, be goofy with this special partner, this partner who you can gossip with, who you can talk to, who you can share your deepest secrets with, or just shoot the shit with. Let yourself be giddy and playful, and this is somebody who helps you do it. This is somebody who helps you do it. Let's get some more info on them. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Ooh, you could be dealing with a Cancerian. I always say this because they're really dramatic. This is a really dramatic, but this is a creative person. This is somebody who is way ahead of the game when it comes to thinking outside of the box. They have the answers for you. You can put your heads together. They can help you be creative. They can help you think outside of the box. This is somebody who always helps you think outside of the box. This is somebody who always helps you smile and have fun. Maybe it's their sense of drama and their sense of impracticality that is such a release for you. But remember, this is Cancerian energy, and it's your opposite energy, right? It is a full moon in Capricorn while the sun is in Cancer. So it's like you, complete eternal cosmic opposites, the sun and the moon, opposite each other in the zodiac signs. You couldn't be more different from this person, but this person is exactly the difference that you need in your life. A real breakthrough in trusting this energy that is so different from you, but could teach you so much. And bring you so much joy. Don't underestimate joy, man. Don't ever underestimate joy. And joy is so much bigger than pleasure. Remember that. Capricorn, 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 Capricorn. It's somewhere in here. Here it is. It's looking right at me. It's looking right at me. Ether. Oh, I just got chills. The seamless, unspeakable. This doesn't make any sense. This is all about faith. This is where everything comes together and makes sense because you believe it, not because you've seen it, predicted it, measured it, or built it. It's because you felt it. It's because you've connected with it. This is a magical time for you when anything is possible. A sense of will you allow yourself? You can really make all your dreams come true. I know that's a Walt Disney statement, but will you allow yourself? Will you allow yourself to let your dreams come true? It's right there. It's right there. Will you let go of what you're certain of and grab what's in front of you. That's all this card is asking you. And this is a sense of being with that person, that sort of dream come true circumstance or situation. This person that helps you connect to a deeper sense of spirituality, makes you realize your truth, makes you realize what your blockages are in a way that only they could tell it to you, because you know you wouldn't listen to anybody else. This is a sense of somebody who is truly magic and has worked magic in your life. Now you must continue to believe in that magic. I'm going to leave it right there, because what the hell else do I need to say? All right, Aquarius, let's move on. Aquarius. What is this new moonology? Aquarius, please. Oh, that didn't. Nothing will come of this situation void of course. And you had a red flag on the play, I think 2 weeks ago. Check out last week's reading. But there is this sense of, why are you working so hard at this? Why are you trying to make this work when it's obvious? Like, what's the stubbornness coming from? If it's not going to work out, it's not going to work out. Don't push. There is that sense of, what you are, like, if you're pushing right now, if you're insisting right now, there's nothing that's going to come of that situation. Like nothing comes of nothing. I just can't really. Let go. Let go. You know, you can get in these stagnations, these thoughts of these stagnated thought processes, because you are the fixed air sign. So you are that fixed sense of what is right and what is wrong, what is moral, what should be done, that fixed sense of intellect, of what is established, believing what you've been told and carrying it forward or preserving it instead of looking in front of you to see what's actually happening. So there is this sense, Aquarius, of whatever you have hopped on, this sense of whatever has gotten your attention, let it go, because nothing's going to come of it. Maybe it's nothing's going to, I have to get deeper into the reading. I need to understand this energy a little bit better, because Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. This is ancestral. This is heritage. You know, it's not your job to fulfill the dreams of your grandmother, grandfather, mother, father. It's your job to fulfill your dreams. And it's beautiful if they supported your dreams and to feel those dreams inside of you every day. But are they your dreams or are they theirs? That's the difference. You don't want to get their dreams confused with your dreams. There is a sense of fulfill your own destiny, not theirs. And I feel like there's this sense of holding on to what you feel obligated to them is actually holding you back from what you are actually obligated to spirit, which is to be yourself. And then we have alignment. So this is readjusting and finding that balance inside of yourself again, aligning your past, your present, and your future, and getting back to that center source, that soul seed, that is seed inside of you. Who are you really? What is your destiny? I know it's almost like you're at a crossroads right now. You're at an intersection of which way do I go? Do I move at all? Because that question, I don't really want to move. I'm close to where I've always been. And where I've always been gives me a sense of self and a sense of purpose. But your sense of purpose is actually being pushed outside of your boundaries, or those boundaries of comfort. There is a sense of having to let go of a connection from the past in order to move on or find alignment in the present time. You guys, air signs, Aquarius, this is all about the now. Now we need balance. Now we need tranquility restored. There is that sense of, but that's more Libra energy. There is that sense of obligation to what has already taken place or the people around you. Is it in alignment with what you've always wanted? Is it in alignment with what you've always needed inside of yourself? This is that sense of find a way to make both of the things work, because whatever course you're on right now is too focused on fulfilling other people's expectations. Okay, so let's get into who you're dealing with, Aquarius. Who you're dealing with. Who you're dealing with. Who you're dealing with. Oh, somebody of extreme talent. Somebody who has a lot of real, sincere talent. Somebody that you would notice from a mile away, way across the room. Somebody who you just can't take your eyes off, who is stunning and fabulous. This could also be a sense of your real talent coming through. A sense of who you really are and the gifts that you have to offer the world. And this person is somebody who supports you and wants to help move you forward. But there is this sense of, so it could be the person that you're dealing with. I mean, there is this sense of 9 + 2 = 11. So awakening to somebody who helps you to awaken those parts of you that are the best parts of you, are those sides of you that were just God-given to you. Somebody who inspires your creativity and inspires your genius, or vice versa. Ooh, I love that. So what are you holding on to? What are you holding on to? I feel like you're holding on to this sense of the past, or sense of obligation to the past. Intuition. Ooh, that just gave me chills. Look at her eyes. So this is Piscean energy or Scorpionic energy. This is a sense of maybe you're holding on to an old relationship or a past relationship that was your ideal. But there's also this sense of a deep, unabiding connection. But this is that energy of you got to let it go. Thank you, Tamara. I appreciate your contribution. Thank you. You've got to let it go. You've got to let if you've been insisting that this person is supposed to be for, in other words, this is telling me you've never let them go. They're still a part of you. They're still in your head, and they're still who you hold up as your ideal. And even the person who you're actually with, if you're not with them, is not living up to it. Or the person who's interested, nobody else can be interested in you, because you already have an ideal in your head, because this was your soul connection. This was holding on to the past. This is a sense of you letting it go, of that moon being full and allowing this person to inspire you and help you move forward instead of being stuck on them. This is also a deep intuitive connection with somebody. I almost feel like there's this beautiful connection waiting to happen as soon as you let go of the old connection that you've been hanging on to, for whatever reasons. Gracious, oh wow, holy shit. Gracious receptivity. Aquarius, somebody's been interested in you and you have not been receiving it. You have been holding on to the past, holding on to pain, holding on to former expectations, when there has been somebody who is true and beautiful connecting with you, and you know you're connected to them, but you won't even entertain them coming into your lives. Because why? This is a sense of receive this person's love. Receive this person's offer. Receive it. What was the inconvenience? What was the inconvenience? What is the thing? What is the inconvenience? Are you with somebody else and you'll have to give up some earthly pleasures in order to be with this person who is really who you're meant to be with? Or are you just stuck on an ideal that you've held on to? And not been, I'm sorry, that distracted me for a second, I apologize. Or are you just stuck on an ideal that you won't let go of, that you're still in love with somebody from the past and not being receptive to the opportunities that are right there in front of you? This is asking you gracious receptivity. Believe in the abundance. Allow it to come to you. The more that you receive, the more that you get, the more that flows to you. So if you have found yourself in a state of lacking, then there is this sense of open yourself up to what those little tidbits that are being given to you. Start there. And then more will come to you. More will build. This is a sense of say yes. Turn into the yes man. 5353. That's divine counterparts, Aquarius. Divine counterparts. It's like, do you want them? Do you want to pull them in? Then you have to pull them in through graciousness, through gratitude. Gratitude is the current on which abundance flows. So if you have been pushing something away or determining that it's something else and that's the only thing you'll look at, then that's kind of what's stalling you. You just have to continue to receive what's being offered to you, even though you think maybe you're above it or you're too good or it's not enough. It will become enough because those are the little tidbits that start the flow. Ooh, wow, Aquarius. That was kind of difficult energy, I have to say. Pisces, let's get into your reading. Pisces. So somebody asked what signs have already been read. Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Aquarius. And now I'm on to Pisces. Pisces. And then you can just count it down for the rest of the zodiac. Pisces. 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 And there you go. Oh, wow. Pisces, I love this for you. Surrender to the divine. And this is full moon energy. It's just a generic full moon. It is just the epitome of letting go. Epitome of release and surrender. Just surrender to the divine. It's like, Jesus, take the wheel. Let me know which direction you want me to go in. Just take over, because I don't know which direction I'm gonna go in, and the more I think about it, the more fucked up I get. So I'm just gonna leave it over to you. Just this, literally over the 3 days of the Capricorn full moon, be like, Jesus, take the wheel. That's what you guys say, or universe, or angels, take the wheel. Whatever you believe in, it's up to you. It doesn't have to be forget about whatever name you call it. There is just that sense of let him take the wheel, let him take over. Surrender, not give up. It's not the same thing. You're not giving up, you're surrendering. You're saying, you know what, I don't know the fucking way forward. I really don't know how to deal with this. I really don't know what to do about this circumstance or situation. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna go with the flow. I'm gonna trust in the divine. I'm gonna listen to the divine. I'm gonna connect to the divine. So this could be a wonderful time for prayer and meditation, grounding, getting back to the earth, to make, since it is a full moon in an earth sign, ground, get back to the earth. Oh, if you're going, oh, because this is a full moon, so you're burning. Okay, that's fine. I was just going to say. Okay, scratch that. This is a full moon in an earth sign. So to get spiritual, get back to the earth. Go on. You can even go swim in the ocean. That's part of the earth too, right? That's fair game. That's fair game. Hang out at the beach. There is a sense of just release and let go right now, and don't question anything, but also don't spend too much money. I have to say that. I just feel like I had to say that to you. You don't need to spend money to get close to the earth. You know, you don't. In fact, that may not be surrendering to the divine at all. That's surrendering to the devil, because that's that Capricornian energy that we have to release and let go of. Trust the niggle. Trust the niggle has come out, which is that little voice inside of you that is bugging you or bothering you and saying something is up. You got to listen to it. It's almost like spirit is coming in and telling you, hey, something's wrong here. Something doesn't make much sense. Please have a conversation with me. Pay attention to this, Pisces. Pay attention to it, and please don't overlook it. I feel like Pisces hate my videos. They're constantly like one of the lowest ranking videos for me. And it's because I'm always trying to tell them, why are you ignoring what spirit is trying to tell you? Why are you ignoring all these red flags? Why is it? Because you're ruled by fantasy, because you escape into your dreams and you hate anybody who tells you wake the fuck up. So this is that sense of, all right, you know what? I'm not going to tell you to wake the fuck up. I'm going to tell you to trust spirit that's telling you to wake the fuck up. That's what I'm going to tell you. That's what I'm going to tell you. And I'm telling you right now, Neptune is in retrograde. Saturn is back in Capricorn, and there is a Capricorn full moon, which is going to impact you. You are going to be dealt a raw, hard dose of the fucking truth. And you can make it easier on yourself if you now, for once, don't refuse to at least have the conversation with Spirit that Spirit has been trying to talk to you about for a while. I'm just letting you know. Focus, focus, focus. Focus on your inner voice. Focus on your inner spirit. Focus on your soul tree. What has been growing inside of you for all this time, and remembrance. All these cards came out. I'm really just taking focus, but I wanted to read these other two to you because it came out with it. Soul tree, focus, and remembrance. Remember who you are, Simba. Remember who you are. That's that sense that I get. That sense of who are you really? Did you even know? Or have you completely lost yourself in whatever anybody else needed you to be? This is that sense, because I got around the same time, always during eclipse season, there's that sense of you have lost yourself and you need to get back to who you are, Pisces. The focus has to be returned back to you instead of losing yourself in your partner, losing yourself in your friends, and losing yourself in your fantasies. Who are you dealing with? Who are you dealing with? Okay. This is really interesting. This is somebody who easily overlooks those things that are right over their head. This is a sense of somebody who has such certainty in their purpose that they forget to look at the little voices around them. They may not even respect the little people as much as they should because the little people have a lot to give them. This is somebody who needs to take advice instead of just keep giving it. This is somebody who has a firm sense of stubbornness, but has such potential for growth if they would just listen to those things around them that they usually ignore or discredit. So this is almost like a Capricornian energy. This is somebody who is very stubborn, certain of themselves, likes to be a boss, not necessarily aggressive, but likes to be in charge, is probably very successful, but also very set in their ways. And you're there to help them play. They have a hard time with self-worth. I think they struggle a lot with a sense of a past that they have to prove that they're better than, or a family that they had to grow out of, or some sense of constantly having to push themselves to be better and be bigger, so that the better and bigger has actually become almost like an armor for them, almost like a protective energy for them, because it makes them feel better about themselves. Oh, now I know why you're attracted to this person, because you're all about healing. You're all about helping other people heal. Oh, Pisces. But that doesn't mean it's a bad relationship, to be totally honest with you. But it does mean that you're getting, that's what it is, you're getting lost in their problems instead of focusing on yours. Pisces. All right, here we go. Crown chakra, which is what? Which is what? Connecting to spirit, listening to spirit, surrendering to the divine, not anticipating, but just allowing. Open yourself up to those messages that are coming to you, and this time, don't block them with fantasy or escape. This person is a sense of maybe they're the person that opens you up to reality. Maybe they're the person that opens you, but I think they need you, to be honest with you. I think they really need you to stop escaping this reality, to stop just brushing things over and saying, look how perfect everything is. They really need you to stop doing that. They really need you to confront them and show them what they've been missing. Even if you might get blocked or you feel like you're going to hurt them doing it, this is what really needs to happen. This is what they really need from you, and what you really need to do for yourself to stop living in denial and surrender and let the divine in again. Okay, Pisces. I guess you still hate me, but God bless you because I don't hate you. Aries, 1, 3, 37. Okay, Aries, let's get into this Aries energy. Woo, woo. Beautiful. Okay, Aries, what are you dealing with now with the full moon in Capricorn? Here we are. Another one. Aries, step out of your comfort zone. First, anytime I get this card, I always say go check your natal chart. Where is your north node? Aries, find your north node. Find the zodiac sign that the north node settled in. The north node isn't a star. It's a point in the sky that's at sort of like the top of the moon, and the bottom of the moon is the south node. And it's a sense of where was that pointed? Where did that? What zodiac sign did it settle in when you were born? It's usually like remember, north nodes stay for like 2.5 years. So there's a sense of everybody who was born like within that same 2.5 year period probably has a similar north node as you. So Aries, this is you stepping out of your comfort zone. And a lot of your readings that hi buddy bear, I love my little baby. A lot of your readings that I've been doing lately have been just this energy, this sense of I saw a crane flowing, soaring by, and that's a totem. That's a totem of motherhood and serenity. Anyway, brief interruption. Aries, you got to do what makes you feel uncomfortable. That's what it's saying. Get out of your comfort zone. And a lot of times, you know what? You're in your comfort zone right now because Mars is in Aries. Battle is your comfort zone. So what do you have to do? Battle is your comfort zone, and you're going to be really hard pressed to get outside of yourself and to listen and to get out of that comfort zone. I'm not really sure how possible it is, but there is this energy of something is going to shake you out of your comfort zone. Be very, very grateful for it. Let's put it this way. If you don't get out of your comfort zone, something will shake you out of it, and you will not like it. So there's a sense of voluntarily step into your comfort zone. Voluntarily step out of your comfort zone, Aries, so that you can take the first step, really take control of the situation and use that Mars energy to make you not afraid, to just step out of that comfort zone, do something that you would normally not do, listen if you normally wouldn't listen, try to understand, try a new thing, maybe even start a new job. There's a sense of you aren't completely right with this, but it's exactly what you need right now. Oh, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? See, this is that sense of, are you following a path that is safe, or are you following a path that is really you? So what is really you, and where do you want to really be right now, and are you doing it? Because if not, you're not on the right path. You have Mars at home. Please, Aries, use that beautiful energy to believe in you and believe in yourself, and not always try to find it in something else, or like, oh my God, how do I word this? This is a sense of, don't be so damn responsible, please. Instead, trust in that voice, in that inner compass. Trust in that inner compass. Where is it guiding you, and where is it leading you? There is this sense of you have been in a comfort zone, but you have not been in the zone. You know what I'm saying? Your comfort zone is not your zone. It's not your end zone. It's not where you're going to win. You got to get out of that end zone. You got to get out of what's been predetermined for you in order to actually make waves and make something happen. Try something different, and you may find yourself on the path you are meant to walk. Aries. I'm telling you, this is somebody that you never would have thought, light beings. This is messages sent from hundreds of thousands of years and miles away. There is that sense of the divine inside of you, or basically traveling to an alien world. And do I mean that literally? Well, fuck yeah, if you can. If a spaceship comes down, jump on board. But there is this sense of, no, I don't mean it literally. I'm saying go be around people you normally wouldn't be around. I'm saying this sense of alien, something that is foreign to you, something that is alien to you, is actually going to guide you back and lead you back to that path where your happiness is. People are watching over you. You're protected. If you feel unsafe or insecure, have faith, because you are protected. They're watching over. Look at this. 3 + 5 is 8, the energy of destiny. It's been predetermined. So whatever you're feeling worried about, I almost know that you know what I'm talking about. So whatever you feel worried about, you're protected. You're being asked to go that way for a reason. Just trust it. This is almost like you've been given a new opportunity. Take it. Say yes. So who are you dealing with, Aries? Who is Aries? Aries. A wind beneath your wings, somebody who's extremely supportive and extremely loving, somebody who lifts you up even when you're feeling down, somebody who gives you strength, somebody who will carry you for a while. It's that simple. 1 + 6 is the energy, of 7, which is creating something. So somebody who wants to build with you, somebody who nurtures you, supports you, and uplifts you. This is a beautiful, supportive energy that's either in your life right now or coming towards you. There is a sense of admiration here, from you to them as well as them to you. Aries. Inner conflict. So this person may struggle with themselves even though they don't struggle with you. This person may be divided, or they may help lift you out of your inner conflict. They may help you see the optimism when you're having a hard time. They may help you see the aerial perspective and see above things when things are all kinds of convoluted and crazy with you. And you know what's weird? I think you do the same for them. You know, listen, I'm a fiercely independent person, but I gotta say, we can't always save ourselves. Sometimes we need somebody else to save us. And I don't encourage you to go through life looking for some motherfucker to save your ass. But sometimes it is that helping hand that is the requirement. It's that ingredient. And I think this person, I love you, buddy. I love you. I love my puppy. I think this person is that for you. They're the person that always gets you outside of yourself. They're the person who always reminds you that there's things going on that you haven't noticed. To take an objective look, to take a breath. They're the person that reminds us to you. They make you a little bit lighter every single time. That's beautiful energy. I love that energy for you guys. Hi, Zoe. Hi. Hi, little. I'm sorry. I'm taking a puppy break. I will finish Aries reading though. Hold on. Aries. Who is this person that they're dealing with? So listen, if you haven't met this person yet, they're coming. And maybe that's why you have to step outside your comfort zone, because this person doesn't live inside your comfort zone. They live somewhere else completely. Alignment. All the chakras are in alignment. This is saying somebody, in other words, they're your balance. They're your counterbalance. They're the person who helps stabilize you and balance you out. They may be totally opposite from you, but they will calm you down, give you focus, and give you calm, a sense of peace. It's like they are the peace to your war. They help to realign you and make you feel joy. I have to say, if this person is not in your life, they're coming. They really are. They really are. And if you have started down this new path, you're one of the Aries who are smart enough to already, go down this new path. Believe me when I tell you this, you're going to meet them here. If not, this is a person or a partnership that you're already with, which is why you hold on to it so much. Don't hold on to it too much. You remember, you don't need to hold on to something that wants to stay with you. I'm taking a little bit of a puppy break right now. I gotta show you her. She's like clawing at my back. Hold on, I'm gonna show you her. There she is. There's my BwoB. Here's my baby girl. Hi. Hi, my little angel. Hi, my little baby girl. This was her behind my back, just like playing with me. Like, mommy, I love you. Give me attention. Give me affection. That's my belly rub. That's my belly rub. She got her hair cut. She got her summer cut. This is a little puppy break. Hi, kisses. Hi, my baby. She sits like this when she's hot. I love you. Yeah, my little angel. Okay, I'm going to go back to the reading now, but I love you. I love you. I love you. She's my baby girl. Okay. Yes. So it was absolutely essential for that to happen. For people who are getting pissed off at me for it. Okay. Let's go back. Let's see. Where are we? Taurus. We are at Taurus at 1:15:06. Okay. Most people only use the timestamps anyway, so it's not a big fucking deal. Taurus, let's channel your energy for this full moon in Capricorn. I love you. Yeah. Say hi to everybody. Hi. Taurus, 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 Taurus. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Shit. What are you doing? No, stop. Ooh, Taurus, you hear the sirens, right? Full moon in Virgo, you are good enough. And then what also came out is full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. Taurus, some good news for you because you were having a struggle. Like look at your reading for this week. There was a struggle that you were going through. Maybe just a sense of a struggle of yourself or where you need to be in this world. But ultimately, this is a sense of getting back and getting grounded and something working out for you. So there is a sense of a settlement or something being decided fairly, a decision being made in your favor, or somebody actually stepping up to plate and working as hard. There is this sense of the person actually coming through and actually doing what they say that they were going to do. I think you were very disappointed in somebody. And it's interesting how this energy is kind of helping to stabilize your relationship with them or help you to listen to each other. There's a sense of the both of you pulling the same amount of weight. This could also be a sense of just in general, people pulling their own weight with you. Let me think of this though. You are good enough. I love this. Isn't she beautiful? This beautiful energy. You are good enough. Taurus. You know, I feel you being extremely self-critical right now. Maybe because you feel foolish because of a relationship that you've been in or a situation with somebody that you've let back into your life. There is just this sense of a message coming to you that shows you, you know what? You are really good enough. You did deserve better. And this is that balancing out, some sort of partnership that says you did deserve better and now I'm going to give you better. Damn, okay. I tell you, that Capricornian energy is very favorable to you because you guys like to uphold the systems and play by the rules too. So this is a sense of if people criticize you for it or if people kind of turn their back on you for it, them coming back around and apologizing for it and realizing you deserve to be treated better than that. Or that you were actually doing better for them. And this is more Libra energy. I bet you're dealing with a Libra. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Yeah, there is that sense of, oh, maybe we're going to get another rainstorm. Appreciating yourself. Appreciating who you are, even if you've been abandoned by others. And knowing that you made the decisions that you made because you knew that they were right. And getting that sense of self back. And realizing, I did the right thing. From my soul perspective, I was always doing the moral thing. So Taurus, this is your energy of remembering your self-worth, even if others have abandoned you. And dance with life. Allow yourself to love yourself again. Allow yourself to play again. I feel like there's been this deprivation in you of like, no, I can't behave like this. I fucked up. I messed up. So I deserve to be miserable or working too hard. Can you please let that shit go and just enjoy life? This is a sense of dance again, smile again, celebrate again. Allow yourself to be joyful again, even if things have changed that were beyond your control. See, look at them. They're dancing under the full moon. So in other words, do something a little bit crazy, a little bit out of tradition. Party. Full moon party, baby. Taurus. 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 Okay. Oh, nourish. What did I say? It's like you've been on land too long and you need to go back to the sea. This energy of just calm and let somebody take the weight off of you, Taurus. Float for a little while right now. Return to all parts of the earth, including the water, to just allow yourself to trust and flow for a while. What am I saying? I'm saying you need a fucking vacation. I guess that's what I'm saying in Taurus terms. You need a fucking vacation. You need to just go party and dance. Get yourself on a Caribbean cruise. You need to let yourself go. I know maybe you've been scared, pent up, following the rules, all kinds of quarantine, good boys and girls wearing masks. You need to fuck that shit, lie it aside, and go fucking celebrate life, because you've been too blocked away from it or kept away from it, and mostly by your own standards or your own sense of responsibility. Who are you dealing with? Who are you dealing with? This person is a really trusted advisor, somebody who will help you see the way through, somebody who is probably already a set of a friends, somebody who you already trust. Somebody who provides really good advice and guidance, especially through those hairy times in your life. Somebody that you consider very wise, like the wise old owl that will lead you through and guide you through. See, this little group of friends helping you through, helping you out. This is a wonderful sense of playfulness, especially during dark times. So this person is an advisor to you. They're also a trusted friend. Taurus. Capricorn. Wow. So she is a Capricorn card. Wings of light. This person who is, they're like your guardian angel. They've got their shit together. Look at her. She's absolutely gorgeous, but she's also like mature gorgeous. She's not Bratz doll, teeny bopper gorgeous. She is really sophisticated, and she's aspirational. So this is a person that you look up to and admire and want to be more like. I don't know if you have a Capricorn in your life. But it's really interesting how it's a full moon in Capricorn, and that's what you're being called to closer to. That sense of that Capricornian energy. Could be a mother energy as well. Somebody who is, maybe it is your mother, or it feels they feel motherly. You trust them the way that you would trust your mother. Freedom. This is transcendence. This is taking a step outside of no, this is change is what it is. It's basically a change that you're never going to come back from. There is a sense of maybe even freedom from this person's guidance, not because you don't love them, because you do love them and it's time to grow up and move on. But there is that sense of feeling liberated and feeling free, maybe because when this person is around, they hold you down, they root you, they ground you, they take all the responsibilities off of you so that you can feel free and liberated and happy and not have to worry about all the bullshit that goes through your head every day. This is Aquarius energy, so this person is very conscious of their community and what's best for others. This is your friend. This is somebody who is your friend or is very friendly, somebody who does take other people's needs into consideration, somebody who has taught you how to be a good human being. Wow. And I know that when you're around this person or this group of people, you actually feel safe. They make you feel safe. They make you feel at home. I said it's a very maternal energy. So it could be your actual mom. Where's my pen? Where's my pen? Did you chew on it? Aw, I love you. All right, Taurus, love you guys. Gemini, let's get into it. 124.44. All right, Gemini. Let's see. I'm going to have to take a drink of water for 1 second. Wait. Okay. Whew. I want to take a second to say thank you for sticking with me. We are officially, I think, halfway through or a little bit more than halfway through. So thank you so much for keeping up, you know, and like sticking with me through this. Yeah, that's not working. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Ah, Gemini. Look at the bigger picture. This is Sagittarius energy, which is your direct opposite, full moon in Sagittarius. You, Gemini, always hone in on the specifics, and Sagittarius always hones in on the broad picture. So this is your South Node energy, and it's asking you to look at the bigger picture. With whoever you're dealing with, your target has to be wider and broader, Gemini. There is a sense of aim wider. Or just allow yourself to expand. Like, don't let that target be so, you know, like this. Like, broaden it. Open yourself up. It's just really interesting how it's your South Node energy. Full moon in Sagittarius. You know what this tells me? That you've made a decision about something or someone that isn't accurate. You basically zoned in too much and made a decision that was too, like, narrow-minded. And you have to see something more. You have to see something larger. This is about taking a step back to look broader and look wider, because there's information that you're missing. And whatever decision that you've made is probably based more in ego than it is in information. Ooh. Get grounded, this energy says. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. I just feel like you lost that sense of connectivity to nature. You lost that sense of general connection. You lost that sense because you've been so razor sharp focused on getting something done or moving forward and moving on to a next phase in your life. This is a sense of let that go for a second, just a second, so that you can breathe and reconnect, because you need refreshment. You've just been too zoned in. You've been too in the zone. Gemini, you need a little bit of refreshment. You need a little bit of reprieve. And you also need to be out of people's attention for a while. You also need to not be so required in somebody's life for a second, or so spotlighted right now. You need to go to a place where it's actual retreat, where you blend in, and you can basically, by blending in, heal yourself and allow yourself to open and feel a kind of freedom that I think you're really missing right now in your life, because when you've pinpointed something, you're almost so in the zone, you get yourself stuck in it. So this is a sense of broadening and expanding and allowing yourself to kind of blend in the crowd for a second, just so that you can reconnect to what heals you and what helps you. I do feel like there's been too much of a sense of spotlight on you right now, and it isn't good. You need a little bit of a break. Return to nature. Go into nature by yourself. Like, get away from everybody else, all the voices, and just listen to the birds chirp and the breeze go through the trees. Gemini. Oh, soul mating. What did I say? I thought that there was that sense of being too zoned in, being too honed in right now. Soul mating. You know what? I want to read this from the book. I haven't done this with anybody else, but I'm feeling like I have to do it with you, because I don't want to get the message wrong. But let's just listen. Gemini. Embrace your soul to reveal a partner. Damn. A new encounter or a deepening of an already existing union will profoundly change the way you perceive unconditional love. You see, it was too narrow-minded. It was too zoned in. It was too expectant. It was too predetermined. Gemini, this is broaden your sense, broaden where you go, and let yourself get back out there. I'm serious. Go sit beneath the fucking tree. The soul goddamn mate is going to hit you like an apple on the head. I'm not kidding. Chemistry between two people does not mean they are life partners. You have entered each other's life to awaken, expand, and open your hearts so wide that they may never close again. It may last for a moment, a season, or a lifetime. Time is not necessary to shift the cog of your heart and feel the absolute ecstasy of you. A moment can open you to euphoria. Damn, Gemini. Damn. Do you understand that this is a sense of look at the bigger picture, broaden and expand? Maybe you even already know this person. I think this is the steps, Gemini. You need to reconnect with nature, like get all the confusion and hubbub away from you, disconnect to reconnect, and then bam, there they're going to be. Seriously. It's like you need to get yourself out of the old routine. You need to get yourself out of the old talking tracks and the people that you're always around. You need to get yourself away, remove yourself from all that shit, because you'll never be able to sense this person or see this person when all that clutter is around you. Okay, let's get into who you're dealing with. Gemini. This is somebody who's extremely discerning. Maybe somebody who is a little too haughty. Stop. Maybe somebody who's a little too haughty, a little too picky, or a little too predetermined. But this is a sense of somebody who you probably would never really be attracted to. Somebody who is all about business, who cuts people out of their fucking lives. Maybe they already cut you out of their life. Ooh, let's get a little bit deeper into that. Okay. Out of all the fucking cards that could have come out of that deck, Gemini, what came out? Soulmate. Soulmating. This motherfucker is coming in hot and heavy and furious. They are meant for you. They are meant for you. And I'll tell you something. They are going to knock your ass back into the fucking dirt. And it's going to be because they are somebody who is so different than you, so unexpected. And even if you know this person already, you haven't seen them for who they are yet. But this is your soul mate. Now, could it be a friend? Absolutely. Soulmates come in all forms. They don't just come in the forms of a lover or a husband or a wife, whatever. But this is somebody who really is about, they're about to burst your ass wide open. They take that however you want, but they're about to rock your fucking world. And I don't think that you were prepared for them years ago. I don't think you were in a position or even ready. But here they come, ready or not. Gemini, they're coming in. This may be somebody that you know, that you cut out of your life, or they cut out of your radical expansion. I mean, how you cannot get more synchronicity. I have 6 different decks sitting in front of me that keep saying the same thing. Radical expansion, broadening, the impossible happening, blowing your ass up to get you out of your fucking comfort zone and make you see a bigger fucking picture. Your life is about to get large and broad and big by simplifying yourself and getting out of whatever has become your safety net or your safe zone. Stop. This is a beautiful card too. Look at it. Radical expansion. It's almost like connecting with the impossible. I honestly feel this is somebody coming back from the past that already cut you off or let you go. But it doesn't matter. What matters is this person is going to blow your world up. And you're going to love it because there's somebody that you will never lose interest in. And if you know them already, you have never lost interest in them yet. They have always been somebody that stands to you in your world as somebody who is special and just particularly worthy. God damn. Gemini, I feel like, wow. To me, that was unexpected. I'll just let you guys know that. I wasn't asking for this soulmate information. But here it comes. And I got to take the messages that I get. Ready or not, here they come. They're going to find you. I know, all the Cancers are sitting there like, why couldn't that be my reading? Because it wasn't. Let's see, what is your reading? Cancer. 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 What do you have? What messages do you have for Cancerians? Cancerian. Oh my God, that shook me because you guys know I'm a Cancer, right? Okay. Then this is the biggest test of all, Cancer. Show the world the real you. You know what that means? All that swearing and cursing and pissed off and fuck you that you do inside your head, you actually need to do it to their face. All that fantasizing of yourself on a stage being applauded for, you actually have to get your ass up onto the stage and risk getting booed to get that applause. All that shit that you actually live in your head, you actually have to say that shit out loud, or else you ain't getting nowhere fast. But if you dare to do it, if you dare to show the world the you that you've determined isn't nice enough, isn't friendly enough, isn't kind enough, nobody will like me, everybody's gonna fucking love you. The reason why you've had so many problems, so many stops and starts, or so many unfulfilling relationships or opportunities is because you haven't been the real you. It's time to let your real self out. Even if it means stop. Even if it means changing everybody in your life because of it. Pissing everybody off. Like, who are you? You never acted like this before. I never acted like myself before. Damn. Right there in your face. The truth is coming out. And the truth is you. And that's what happens when the moon opposes the sun. The real you is coming out. That literally is, they're going to blow you up. Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? Where are you going, Cancer? You got to get there. You got to get your ass on the road. Where are you being called to? Are you being called to step up to a plate? Are you being called to drive cross country? Where are you being called to? Wherever you're being called to, you better get your ass there. You need to be who you are completely and totally. And this is your transitional period. Shit, you're on a path. You're on a larger, greater path here, Cancer. Gemini has taken over that North Node position, and now you need to do you. Instead of guiding others, you need to do you. And then what did we find? What card came out? Color. I don't know what the hell this means. I really don't. So I'm going to read it from the book. Stop. I'm not playing with you right now. I love you, but no. Color. I think this is just about broadening the spectrum, about seeing all aspects of the spectrum, allowing the full spectrum to sort of encompass you, to let your life become to let your life become more interesting. 40. I like that number too. It's very structured. Vibrational impulses and light waves. Your perception of life is becoming more colorful. You are opening to different colors and experiences. Colors break up old black and white thinking and opens your heart to the beauty of life and love. Man, what is this? It's the moon challenging the fucking sun. It's the sun challenging the moon. The sun is now in Cancer, of the real you coming out. And the moon is now in Capricorn. It's dry, it's old, it's crusty, always reflecting other people's shit. I'm telling you right now, the colors of the rainbow are variations of white light, reflecting the diverse experiences of life. They are all valid. Each color of the spectrum has its own energetic vibration that stimulates certain responses and healing. Different colors mirror your current physical, emotional, and spiritual state. Your soul uses this mirror to communicate your need to heal or to embrace balance. Get to know what colors you are attracted to and the ones that repel you. You are loved. You are loved no matter how colorful your or another's life is. You are about to go on the greatest adventure of your life. You are about to try new things. This is what the card is saying. You have to get out of your standard status quo, black and white Capricornian life. You have to break through it because you have conformed for too fucking long, Cancer. You have hid the true you. And you have a job to do. And Spirit is saying, I'm not waiting no more. You're going to get yourself out of this fucking hole you've dug yourself in. Cancer, you've got to be ready to be the real you. And these experiences are going to bring you back to you. You're about to have the adventure of your life. You're about to set sail. You're about to get tried and tested in ways you never did. It's because you have to. You have to expand out of the mundane that you've allowed other people to convince you into. Because you know we don't like to argue, and you know we like to make other people please other people. But where has that gotten us? This is about stepping out of those of other people's rules or restrictions, stepping outside, and even if it means displeasing everyone, pleasing yourself. Hold on. My dog just made a complete and total mess. But you know what? Fuck it. Let's get on to these other energies. Let's see who you're dealing with. That was the perfect card for you. Your life is about to get so much more colorful because you let your heart out. You let your heart shine. It's actually you, I think, that's broadening and expanding the world and coloring the world with your the possibilities that are inside yourself. So this is being trapped, being stuck, fucking up, messing up, somebody that's making, needs your help, or you need to be rescued. This sense of a little baby, a little boy, a little girl who always needs the parents to come and rescue it and save it. This is somebody who needs rescuing and somebody who needs saving, and ends up tying you in knots because you're so engaged in rescuing and saving somebody. A new time, a new beginning, a new... Stop! She's pissing me off. Anyway, a new time and a new beginning for you. A new start. It's uncomfortable. Stop it. Stop. Stop. It's a new time. It's a new beginning. It's a new start. Fresh out of the old crap. Who the hell knows what's going to happen, Cancer? But this is a sense of almost like being willing to mess up. Being willing to make mistakes, being willing to get yourself in a little trouble so that you can break out of the status quo, to break out of your status quo. You want to know why you haven't found your soulmate yet? You haven't been your full self yet. New blueprints. This is literally tearing down the home, tearing down the house and rebuilding it, and walking away and moving it somewhere else. This is literally new blueprints. This is you alchemically, chemistry reshaping who you are. Because right now you've been shaped in the images of what you think other people want of you. And this is you literally restructuring you and redetermining your fate. So whatever the fuck is in your chart, this is your time to defy that and define something new. This period is so magical for you, it's fucking nuts. Whatever you want, you can manifest, but you got to take the risks. This is you basically reconstructing your own natal chart, reconstructing your destiny. This is you literally from the teeny tiny parts of DNA inside of you. Cancer, this is you reconstructing everything. You are completely and totally renovating your whole life, your whole self, and your whole future. Bam! And it's going to start on this full fucking moon. It's going to start with you defying convention and defying other people's expectations and actually letting out everything that you really are, even if it means their disapproval. Now is your time to be all that you want to be, not all that you think you should be. Message. Where's my pen? I swear to God, like this is puppy chaos. Puppy frickin' madness. I just had the pen, right? Remember, you guys saw it? It's a fucking mess. Oh, here it is. Yay! Leo, 1/46/16. Okay. It's bugging the shit out of me. Hold on. I will change the timestamp, don't worry. And thank you for any administrator that's on here helping me out. I really appreciate it. I'm going to change the Leo timestamp. I had to pick that up. 1:46:49. And you know what? I just wrote 1:46 and 46 came out, and it was 1:46:46. This is divine counterparts. So hold on, Leo, hold on. Kisses, stop. Leo. Your dreams need a practical plan. This is a full moon in Taurus. This is about somebody grounding you or getting your shit done or you getting your shit done. It's also saying that you have the opportunity to get your shit done. Your dreams need a practical plan. Means your dreams are capable of coming true, Leo. This is just a sense of what is your way forward and what is your way through. Have you extended yourself too much and gotten too big and gotten too wrapped up in the show? Have you been practical? Have you covered the actual obvious bases? I don't think you have. I think you've been thinking too big, too grand, too large, too bold, too beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who you are. But all those things, those practical things, are the things you're overlooking. So if you feel like you're being held back for any reason in any way, it's because you've been looking so big, you forgot to look at the steps in front of you, and that's why you keep tripping. And oh yeah, this Capricorn moon, it's going to trip you up. It's going to show you all those little fucking things, those details that you overlooked. All those things that just, it wasn't that you tried to overlook them, it's just that you didn't pay attention to. They're all coming out. No, Leo, no. All those big fucking plans, it's not that they're not destined for you, but you're not going about them right. You are literally going to get halted and stopped and challenged. Not to test you, not because it doesn't think you deserve it, but because you have not paid attention to the small things, to those things that are more tedious and not as exciting to think about. You have to slow your ass down. You're going to get a definite no. You're going to get a stop. You're going to get a stop. Why? Because you need the stop to make you focus and look around. You need it. It's absolutely, it's required. It's required. You need this. You need this. I'm just saying it to you. You need the restrictions. Maybe you need somebody else to come in and put the restrictions on you. But right now, you have to be more practical than aspirational. Variance. You just got to try things different. Try things in a way that you wouldn't try them before. Like, it's going to insist that you go about things in a different way. All of a sudden the sky is dark. It's because it's getting late, isn't it? It's just so exciting because the wind is picking up. Hopefully we'll get another storm. But this is variance. What is that variance? What is that slight variance? What are you being, what direction are you being called in or pushed in? It's just this little tiny adjustment that you need to make, but it's becoming bigger and bigger every time that you don't make it. It's like it started as this tiny, small adjustment. And maybe because it was small, that's why you didn't make it. But this is a sense of bringing you back to reality. Like grounding you just a little bit. Just to like bring you, just bring you back to that sense of, but how are you really going to get this done? That's all. It's not saying that you're not going to get it done. It's saying that you will get it done, but you're going to have a lot of shit thrown in your face to bring you back to right here, right now. Not the future, but what do you have to deal with right here, right now? Who are you dealing with, Leo? This is about entertainment. This is about doing something in a group band, singing, performing. Like, who the hell is this? Because this could be somebody that you've been in a group with, somebody that you performed with, maybe being too distracted by good times and music and all of those things. I don't know. I know I'm lying. I just lost connection for a second. I gotta dig deeper into this. This is about who? You're with a big group. You're not just with a particular somebody. Maybe you're dating a lot of people and there's too many. It's like get practical and get grounded. Or maybe you've just become too distracted. Inspired warrior. Maybe you're with somebody who's extremely jealous and you've been getting a little too distracted lately. This is Aries energy. This is fire energy. They know what they want. They look to the future. They get things done. Maybe that's why. I just heard this. Maybe you are the variance. Because you're dealing with such practical energy that all they ever do is tell you no, and you're that variance in their life. You're that thing that shakes things up. But maybe you've been having to like play that role too often, and so you haven't you've almost ignored the practicalities of your own life and your own condition. This is a sense of maybe somebody who is always distracting you from your own sense of self, always giving you a reason or inspiring you to entertain somehow or be the lighthearted one in the situation. Because this is a really heavy energy. This is a really get things done energy. And this is a really enjoy yourself. Yes, you're working together. It's almost like harmony, if I could say that, because that's what it is. When you're in a group, you're in a chorus, you're in a band, you have to listen to somebody. You have to listen to other people in order to really have that music sound beautiful, because music is really about listening to others. It's not just about blowing your horn as loud as you can or singing as loud as you can. It's about listening to where your part fits in. And that takes a little bit of sacrificing oneself. It's almost like you having to figure out how you fit into the group instead of standing out all the time. And it's not about, I know Leos love to stand out, but it's not about standing out all the time. It's about, where do I belong in the bigger group, in the bigger sense of people. It's like your opposite, like Aquarius energy. Like that's what it is, and that's why it's such a challenge for you. It's figuring out what the importance for the group is, not just what importance for myself is. And I have to say, this Aries energy is that sense of self. So this person, I think, challenges you to constantly get outside of yourself and think outside of yourself and do things not just for yourself, but for others, for the greater good. Leo, Leo, Leo. Third eye chakra. This is instinct, insight, and intuition. In other words, seeing what isn't right in front of you, which is really interesting energy. Stop. But do you see how you got the same? Look at this. It's almost like, I don't know. Do you see? It's like it's the pyramid here and the pyramid here. I feel like there's this sense of something coming through. Let me say this to you. It's almost like a warning. Like, you'll be receiving messages. You'll understand them. You'll get that sixth sense of what not to do. And you may have to vary from your course, but you need to trust it, because it's exactly what you need to do in order to stay in the right position or keep yourself right and safe. There is this sense of listen to your intuition, of see things that aren't in front of you, but see things that are almost sort of, it's like they're in front of you, but they're not tangible. But that's what it is. It's like your dreams need a practical plan. I'm confused. I feel like your intuition is telling you no. I feel like your intuition is telling you pause and stop and listen. Here. Don't look. Don't touch. Here. Because there's vibrations that are coming to you, Leo, that you really need to pay attention to. And if you pay attention to those vibrations, you'll get through unscathed. But this Capricornian full moon, this energy is going to be very hard on you, very judgmental toward you, to really put you in a position of stop, don't push forward, listen, and see with your vibrations and your third eye. Because there's something there that you would normally miss because you're too busy pushing forward and basically being self-consumed. There's something there that you might miss, and you can't miss this. That's the message. That's the clearest version of the message that I have for you. I just hope it's enough. Let's move on to Virgo. Virgo, 15708. Virgo. Okay. Ooh. These energies have kind of been far out there. Virgo. 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 Virgo, Virgo. I see there's still 36 of you on. Thank you for staying as long as you have. Virgo, confidence is your key to success. This is Leo. It's interesting how it's like the fire signs have been swapped for the earth signs. This sense of practicality becoming purpose, and then the sense of purpose being swapped for practicality. Virgo, you are being tasked with believing in yourself, to believe that you can handle this new situation. There is a new situation coming upon you, and I know that it scares you, and I know that it worries you, and I know that you think it's going to change too much, but it is going to change too much. This is the dawning of a new age. It's a new era. It's a new place, but you got this. You wouldn't, I'm telling you, Virgo, the message for you is clear. You wouldn't be at this doorstep. You wouldn't be at this doorstep, the doorway of this portal, if you weren't ready to be there. You must walk through. Very clear message for you guys. Virgo, 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 Virgo. Warrior woman, Joan of Arc. Nothing made sense that Joan heard. She trusted in the voices of the angels. You are a warrior woman. You must have confidence in your future. You must have confidence in the road that's being put in front of you. In confidence that you can win this battle. You are a warrior, Virgo. Right now, this is the Virgin, right? That's Joan of Arc, was the Virgin. Stand on your own. You can stand on your own. You have the strength inside of you. You can get through this. You can defeat this. You can rock this. That's what I'm saying to you. You've got this. You really do. This is your card. Channeling. So this is you being a conduit. And maybe all of this is happening so that one day you can channel and learn more. There's also messages that you're going to be able to deliver for somebody, a message that people needs to hear. But there is a sense of you need to tap in. You need to tap into the higher power and listen to what it's telling you. And you need to just, don't question it. Don't ask for a plan. Don't ask for a schematic. It's being channeled to you and through you for a reason. You need to deliver these messages. Please don't for once hesitate. Have confidence in the messages that are being channeled to you and share them in the appropriate places. I feel like, in other words, you know, you have something on your mind that you need to say. You have something on your mind that you need to express. Virgo, express it. Do it. Challenge it. Stick up for it. Push forward. This is the time to do it. All of these things, all of these thoughts, all of these dreams are coming into your head so you can use them, so it can fuel you. This is almost your sense of, remember, Joan of Arc was a warrior, but she delivered messages to the king. She delivered messages to the generals. She delivered messages from the angels to tell them to get their shit together and what direction they should be going. This is your job right now. Your job is to bring the messages to somebody. I just feel like there's going to be a lot of dreaming and a lot of seeing and a lot of knowing. And it's like almost like you have got something to say to somebody. Say what you need to say, Virgo. Say what you need to say. This is Virgo energy. Who is Virgo dealing with? Who is influencing them, impacting them? These who's don't have to be romantic. That's what I'm learning. They could be family. They could be friends. They could be a group dynamic. Ooh. Night's Watch. Protecting. Either somebody who protects you or who is somebody that you feel you need to protect. You have somebody's back. You are having somebody's back. Stop. You will always have this person's back and they will always have yours. This is a sense of people who look out for each other. And in the darkest times, they're the ones that stick up, even when nobody else is watching. Think of the Night's Watch on Game of Thrones. People even forgot they existed because they forgot there was a purpose for them to exist. But they were still there every day doing that shitty job of keeping watch. Keeping watch on those hidden dangers and having somebody's back even when that somebody didn't know they needed their back to be had. But that's this energy. That's this energy in the relationship you have with this person. Virgo. Nature. What a beautiful sense of finding yourself again. And this is earth energy. So this person grounds you and makes you feel safe. This person guides you back to a more holistic sense of self, a truer, more expressive and open you. This person is probably related to you or has been in your life for a very long time. You may have grown up together. It's almost like trees, right? A sense of lineage and connection. They're your roots. They're your grounding. Or maybe this is a sense of you being the roots and grounding for somebody else. This is a sense of, could be your child even, a sense of being grounded and finding the roots and making that, I don't know. Stop. I'm not going to say the words until the next card comes out because I want to get the whole message. Virgo, 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 Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Life force energy. Look at the beauty. Stop. Look at the beauty of this card. I think this is definitely a sense of I was gonna say motherhood. I was gonna say somebody that you nurture and somebody that you raise. I think your whole life from this moment on is about nurturing and growing with somebody or protecting somebody and making sure that they have the best life possible. I think that maybe this is transitioning. In other words, you're transitioning energy that you put into one person and you're taking it and you're putting it into another. Because maybe this one person doesn't need you anymore. Maybe this one person is moving on, but this other person still needs you a lot. There's also a sense of what you've earned or what you've learned from your parents or what you've learned from these people who've nurtured you, and now you're sharing the nurturing. Now it's almost like you are passing through that portal of being protected, and now you're the protector, of being the one who follows somebody else's structure, and now you're the one that's building the structure. That's a sense of you now taking over that position that you used to, that somebody else used to hold for you. You're learning and growing, and you're using their example, but simultaneously now you're almost usurping them and taking over. This is life force energy. I want you to go out over this full moon, and I want you to make damn sure, Virgo, that you are outside and connecting to the earth. This is a sense of you really needing to feel that grounding beneath your feet. You really needing to feel how you are connected to everything all the time, even if it's not right in front of your face. This is a sense of remembering trees have deep roots, and they connect underground as well as in their canopy, and to never, never, never forget that. All those messages needed to come out. Don't ask me why. You guys know why. I love you. It was just a very clear message. Your message from the beginning was very clear. Libra, now we're on to you. 2/06/23. Okay. Libra. I feel like I needed to throw off other people's energy. I need to cleanse it too. I need Libra. Libra, what's the message coming out for Libra? What's the message coming out for Libra? What's the message coming out for Libra? Stop. What's the message? Okay, you have 2 moon cards that came out. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. And you're all about balance, but this is Piscean energy. In other words, balance your fantasies and your ideals with what's actually possible and what you're actually capable of, or what's in front of you right now. And communication is key. Ask for what you need. Ask for what you want. Be honest and sincere in what you're asking for. Talk to people. Talk to people to see what actual practical things are there for you to use, instead of just imagining or hoping or wishing. Libra, you really need to get up the energy and ask and talk and see and network and use your personal connections to figure out how to practically make your how to practically bring your like I'm sorry. How to practically make your dreams real. Like, take it out of here and get it into reality. This is that sense of you're just going to have to ask for what you want. New moon in Gemini, balance spirituality and practicality. It's almost like finding a way to take your spiritual inclinations and make them real. Make them realized. Figuring out how to let people know your sense of spiritual. Stop, please. Stop. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a long reading, so I think I'm just getting distracted here. But and I had it right on the tip of my tongue, and now it's gone. Stop. Communication is key. Balance spirituality and practicality. What was I going to say? I'm so distracted right now. Communication is key. Balance spirituality and practicality. Oh, what was that? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I totally lost my train of thought. I'm really tired and I'm too distracted right now. So just give me a second. I'm going to take some water. Okay. Let's get back to this shit. So, it's almost like you're working through other people in order to manifest what you believe in inside. It's like internally you have these beliefs, you have this sense of spirituality, you have this sense of not just right or wrong, but it's almost like this sense of idealisms. But you have to make it practical. And how do you make it practical? This is Gemini energy, through communication, through talking to people, through networking, through interpersonal relationships. It's like, who are you, Libra? You're the house of partnership. You're working through others to realize your ideals. Okay, let's get into Libra energy. Libra. So network. That's how you're laying your practical foundation. But you have to ask for what you want. You have to ask for what you need. You have to share what you need. Pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. I'm telling you, it's like your sense of spirituality is catching on like crazy because you're finally learning how to share it and distribute it. And you're finally saying it out loud. It's catching on. You know, lots of times people can overlook you, but you're not being overlooked now. You're the one that's shining. You're the one that's in the spotlight. Why? Because people are being drawn to you, Libra. There is a sense of you really sharing yourself by lighting other people up, by inspiring other people, by giving them the messages that really resonate with their head. They are discovering you. People are finding you. You are literally like that beacon of light shining in the night, offering inspiration for other people. Manifestation. Holy shit, Libra, your dreams are about to come true. 150%. You got up the chutzpah, you got up the balls, you are working through others. People are attracted to you. You're appealing to them. They're listening to you. They're looking at you as a guru, as somebody that they can respect. And this is why it's saying balance spirituality with practicality. It's like you're finding a way to translate spirituality into what people can actually use in their everyday lives. And this is what's so appealing about you. Ah, I love that energy for you, Libra. I love it. Let's look who you're dealing with right now. Libra. Who is Libra dealing with right now? Okay. Who is Libra dealing with right now? Who is Libra? The art of the possible. That's what you're dealing with right now. This sense of people who want to help you. Let's put it that way. If you're in distress or you think that nobody's around, no. If you're in distress, ask for help, because these are people who want to help you. They're not just people who want to help you. They're people who believe in you. They're people who think, hey, you've really got something here. They're people who want to spread your word, spread your message, and bring the fucking kite back into your hands. They want the kite in your hands because they believe the kite is in capable hands when it's in your hands. They believe in you. They trust you. So if you need help, just yell it out. Just say it. Because people think you're capable, they think you're worth the investment. You are dealing with people right now who literally want to invest in you. Seasons of the heart. Do you see how this is just a little bit withdrawn, held back? You may almost be defensive in like not being able to believe it. But this is a sense of opening up your heart and letting people see what's in your heart. Because letting them see what's in your heart is exactly what they want to see. It will inspire them. It's beautiful. There is a sense of being guarded. Maybe people, it's like literally you're providing inspiration for people who don't believe in themselves. You're providing inspiration or a way forward for people who thought that they were ugly or not valuable, and you're showing them their value again. You're taking your sense, Libra, of spirituality, and you're allowing it to help people practically. That's what you're doing. You're healing. This is some major like social work, you know, like a social, like being a social worker, maybe philanthropy. This is a sense of taking somebody, being charitable almost, taking somebody who had lost hope in themselves or who had been through a lot of shit and making them find their way through again. And it's those people that are going to help you because you literally like found a following of people that you inspire. And they believe in you. Heart chakra. Unfurling back to love. This is what you're healing. You're healing people's hearts. These are people that you're dealing with. You're healing their heart. You may be dealing with a specific person whose heart you are healing because you've inspired them. And they are somebody that has kept themselves back and away from a lot of other people, but you have gotten them to open up because you've gotten them to believe in themselves again, and you've gotten them like you, and they love you. It's almost like you're making them fall in love with you because you've allowed them to see the beauty in themselves again where nobody else could. You are a healing person. This is that heart chakra space that you're opening up. Somebody's heart is blossoming for you, blooming for you, growing for you in ways that they couldn't grow for anybody else because it didn't feel safe with anybody else. It feels safe with you. Could be a group that you're dealing with or one particular person or both, but there is definitely somebody standing out here because you stand out to them, and they'll help you with anything. It's like they'll be your fucking slave. No cults forming, please. But this is a sense of they'll be your fucking slave because you got them to believe in you when they gave up believing in everything. So this is like you're their step to believing in themselves again. And maybe only through you can they believe in themselves. But you are literally allowing their heart chakra to open, unfurl, blossom, bloom, and experience life again. Oh, Libra, that is fucking beautiful. Like, who are you dealing with right now? Or who will you be dealing with? Because this Capricorn full moon is really going to be like, I think it's going to put you on point. I think it's going to heighten your spidey senses, and you're all going to be like X-Men powerful. Like during this Capricorn full moon, you're just going to be so fucking capable. You're going to really be able to see the way clear and be able to communicate it as well. Remember, Venus is in Gemini, so there's a sense of you really being able to communicate love to people. You being able to facilitate love to people in a way that they can absorb. Love as in connection, as in communion with each other. This is your sense of stepping into a spotlight because you can say things that other people don't know how to put the right words to. You can inspire them because you can connect with them and say what they need to hear. Oh, I love that energy. That's beautiful. That's inspirational. I love it. I love that energy for you. It's a feel-good thing. You know, it's almost like you can be the voice for people who didn't have a voice before. And because of that, you'll help them find their voices through you and through your example. Libra, that's so beautiful. Give me a second. Okay, now I can pay attention to you. I love you. Guys, there's only 25 of you left on here. I want you to know how much you 25 people mean to me. I adore you. I'm so grateful for you. This is always a heavy lift and a long haul, but I love our full moon parties, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to go back right now and upload these frickin' timestamps so people can navigate this big, huge video. I love you so much. Please remember, always look at your sun sign, your rising sign, and especially your moon sign. It's a fucking full moon party. Hello. Look at those signs, and then you can peruse through all the rest too. Have a wonderful weekend. I will be on Instagram for the daily tomorrow, and Cancer, Leo, and Virgo will be up by 5 p.m. I'll see you guys in the videos and on the daily, and happy full moon. Remember, this is a time to release and let go, and it's a Capricorn moon, so throw those ashes into the dirt. Release them into the earth. I love you. Enjoy your full moon.